Hello. And my headset does it. What the fuck is going on tonight? I've just spent the last 5 minutes screaming at my headset because it just keeps going blip 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 and then changing audio settings to some nonsense. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Alright, fine, we're just gonna go without my fucking headset tonight. This is doing my head in. Right. Literally, the second I started speaking there, the headset went bloop bloop and then changed to ambient aware mode or something. That or somebody else is connecting their bloody Bluetooth to my headset or something. I don't know what else happening. Yeah, so sorry, a little bit late tonight. Just technical issues, and also the fact that I just completely lost track of time. I don't know what the hell happened. It was like 1:45, and then I'm like, oh, I have time to go make myself a tea, and then suddenly it was 3 minutes to. Your headphones have assumed direct control, apparently. Anyway, how are we all doing? Hello, Dylan. Fancy seeing you here. I don't know how long ago this was, but I watched Cameron's video on the Lord of the Rings tournament you guys held. That was looked pretty good. Do love me some Mass Effect. Ah, we all do. Oh, congrats on the new gigantic video, Steve. Yeah, of course. It doesn't really make much, like, marketing sense to do a stream a few hours after dropping a 3-hour and 45-minute long video. I'm kind of splitting my audience there, but, you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? Can you guys... Hold on, that's your point. Can you guys hear the game? I'm gonna have to turn down the fucking game volume. This is why I want to wear a headset, because it just fucking pisses everything off. No game audio. Well, that's a good start. Again, because my headset should have been on. Wait, why the fuck would there be no game audio? That is a question. The game is quiet. Why? Why is my headset... I'm annoyed now, because I'm going to have to fuck around with all my audio settings. Just when I had them perfect. But they were perfect for the headset. Dick. Right, is there no audio at all, or is it just quiet? It is, I mean, it's quiet right now. I'm not really doing anything. Let's talk to someone. Hey, Miranda.
The rest of us are ready to leave, Shepard. We're just waiting for you to get on the shuttle.
Still quiet?
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Oh, well, thanks, Miranda. For not shoving a chip in my brain.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you.
I mean, there's no music in this current
Pays off.
scene, so it's fine.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Alright, let's get on. So, after a horrible start of stream, how we all doing? Docking. I will say, Stephen, the thing you're describing on your headset sounds like something mine's does. Does yours have touch controls? It does, and I never touch them, but I don't know if they, like, sometimes turn themselves on to, voice control or something. Also, they're Chinese, so I don't know what the hell they're saying to me at any given time. They just start yelling at me, and so I yell back.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Your video, like a 5-pound gummy bear, will be consumed over the course of a few days. That's fine. I shall watch le English video essay later. Cool, cool. Was about 20 minutes into the Resistance video before hopping on stream. Yeah, that's what I mean. Splitting my audience. But yeah. How are we all doing anyway, in spite of, nonsense? Your choice of armor color inspired the clothing of a character in the latest book I'm writing. What's the finishing touch of my description of her? What, the trans icon? I mean, Shepard is, if we're being honest. So anyway, last time we finished the first game. And then in the last, like, 40 minutes of stream or so, we just went fuck it and started the second. 2 years have passed. Shepard literally died. The Normandy got blown up, half its crew killed, and Shepard got spaced. But they were recovered by this shady organization of human supremacists called Cerberus, who've spent the last 2 years building me back from scratch in order to go investigating missing human colonies, which may or may not have some connection to the Reapers.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
We're gonna find out who did this and take them down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Nope, that was a short conversation then. Steven is broadcasting all the secrets of the Chinese Communist Party as we speak. Xenoverse 3 is already compromised. Oh no. Blue leather jacket with splashes of pink on it. Punk rock chick. Nice. Oh, and by the way, I did go back and restart the game. We are technically playing as a new character. Not to break the illusion here. All I've changed, we're still playing as a soldier, but I wanted to... I did a little bit of reading and I settled on Reeve as my chosen bonus skill.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the
Just so I have something else to do besides shooting guns, basically. I wanted to stick with soldier, though, because... I don't know, it's just, honestly, it's just been a long time since I've played any class in this game, which has access to assault rifles.
No structural damage.
And I want to use the
signs of
Mattock,
battle.
because the Mattock, fucks. So... Right, what have we got? You guys, do you have any skill points I need? You do. Quite a few, in fact. I'll do that later. We'll go ahead and get overload as high as we can. We're already sorted. Right. Get ready for combat.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Security systems were disabled at the other colony.
So what are we using? We have our actual loadout. Ah, there we go. Finally, we have a proper loadout now. Because we've been playing the game so far just with pistols.
On our right!
Oh, we get little doggos. Horrible things.
I've got him!
Allied force casualty. Allied forces have engaged.
Huh? That's...
Not designed for specialized operation.
Damn it. Trying to do concussive... There we go, I got my icons mixed up there. Let's actually... Do we want to... Yeah, we'll map concussive blast as our quick select item because it's very handy. Case in point. Nice. Experiment a bit with the biotic
Someone
blast.
reprogrammed
Remember
them
what?
to attack on sight.
Because in this game, there's a bit more synergy in the combat. Like, different powers can interact with each other to make powerful combos, but you kind of gotta get a feel for which ones actually do trigger. Warp and pull works, though. Hello, Ariana. How are you doing? You've not missed much. We were a little bit late starting tonight. Honestly, I dislike Shepard's armor color. Clearly, she is the greatest bisexual icon. Oh, well, I called them a trans icon because the fact that, you know, like you said, he/she. They change game to game. But I mean, they're both. They're everything. They're pan. They're omnisexual. The galaxy's first true omnisexual. I was having a little panic there, like, uh-oh, is my analog stick broken? No, there's just a foot on it.
Requesting assistance.
I do love that the biotics actually curve in this one. There's actually a bit of a projectile involved. Damn, man, I love Mass Effect 2. It's one of the best seasons of TV ever made. And it was a game! Yeah, I know. Sorry, at first I thought you were being cheeky there, but no, you were actually making a very valid point. So I'm just reading comments before we go into this cutscene. Omnisexual, meaning they only fuck characters, played by J.K. Simmons. Sure.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait.
Oh my god, it's Tally!
Not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down!
Translation. Oh my god, it is Tally Zora.
You're alive?
We're gonna be nice to Tally for the rest of this game. Tally, I think, even though we're playing Cunt Shepherd, I think we're gonna make a rule from this moment on, we only ever say the nice thing to Tally.
Remember when I gave you that get data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Have I ever seen the animated movie about
Weapons
James?
This
Honestly, no.
Commander Shepard.
Which is a surprise, given how much I've, like, you know, consume everything about the series, but
No.
I just
Maybe we
really
should
don't like
ask.
James Vega.
I nearly died, Tally.
I guess I'll have to
Cerberus
Vega at
spent
some
2 years
point.
rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
Wife, soon to
You
be
haven't seen
acquired.
Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
It's this omnisexual shepherd be like, I'm putting a baby in that robot the second they see Legion. I nearly died giving out a white lie to Tally. No, I just straight up died. I was a corpse for like 2 full years.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
But yeah, we don't need to
Good
tell her
idea.
that.
You'll need 2 teams to get
Don't
past
want to
the
scare
guards
off the new
anyway.
girlfriend.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse. through
Is
the
it a
center
tall
of the
drink of
colony.
contrivance that we bump
You'll
into
circle
Tally
around
on
far
the
side
first
and draw
mission?
off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Yes. Like, there's no other reason for them to be here other than the fact there just happened to be, another Quarian on this colony that these Quarians, who just happen to be led by Tally, are here to try to find. But hey, it's a way of introducing them to the story.
Your people really don't like Cerberus.
It's
What
the
does that
Force,
mean?
it's destiny, it's
They
bringing
killed
us
our
together.
people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Sorry, I was just like pfing there at James fucking head, whatever this guy Jacob's comment was. It's like, we don't like Cerberus because they attacked they infiltrated one of our ships and blew it up and killed a bunch of people. And Jacob's like, we can argue over who killed who another. No, there's no argument. You just killed us. Unprovoked. Entirely one-sided.
Sensors activated.
Fuck you.
Excuse me.
Just like America. Act of terrorism. Not personal, though. I mean, the definition of terrorism is meaningless now. After all, it's now terrorism to spray some red paint on a military aircraft. Did you guys hear that? Don't you love living in free country, United Kingdom? Jesus Christ.
Use overload on them.
Nah, they should get the death penalty. I genuinely fucking hate this country sometimes. Had to just stop reading Twitter.
There we go. Yes.
Someone want to deal with that?
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen.
Oh no.
They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still
Yeah,
catch
I mentioned this during the previous streams in the first game, but if you haven't noticed already that in the 2-year time jump, Tali has become quite a bit more authoritative. You know, she's a squad leader here. She was standing up for herself, not to say she didn't in the first game, but, you know, there's definitely been a good bit of character growth there that we love to see. Can I shoot, please? Apparently the game does not like this bit of cover I'm sticking to, because I'm not allowed to shoot from it. Unless I move a couple feet. There we go. Maybe, sort of, kind of.
There we go.
I was being a little bit silly there. I shouldn't have ran down the stairs until the drones had already spawned.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading
To be
bay
fair,
doors.
planes are cool. Why are you abusing the plane? Are you racist against planes? Only planes that are actively facilitating, you know, the bombing of Gaza. I mean, it seems a reasonable issue to have with a certain plane, no? I got nothing against the planes personally,
Take
but,
point,
you know,
Shepard. We'll
the
cover
planes are just following orders.
You got it.
You wanna take cover?
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take
Your
point.
silly heels. Oh, we do have a time limit tonight. It's one of those days. I'm gonna have to pick up Dean from work. So probably a shorter stream. Especially given I started a bit late.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yep. Okay, so we have the anti-shield ammo for now, which is what we want. Right, Miranda, you want to get in cover?
Going to cover.
Sorry, it's usually this thing always targets straight after me. Grenade launcher, grenade launcher. Ah, she's fine. Miranda's down! Use Unity to revive. This ain't about her.
Have a Nice trip. It's going up.
Ha! All too easy.
Free and clear.
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I hate mechs in this game. They have no business being so hard. It's really just that they're way too omnipresent, you know. The thing about Mass Effect 2, really good game.
Now what's this?
I still think maybe on balance it's probably the best game of the three. I know we could have this argument all fucking day, but however, real fucking issue with it is the lack of enemy variety, because it's like if you're not fighting mechs, you're fighting one of 3 color of mercs. And then if, as a treat, you might fight some Geth or collectors, and then that's about it.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Monsters coming back.
We got rid of them in the next,
Safe
kinda.
from swarms.
Cerberus mechs
Have to
are
hide.
there, I guess.
No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Be nice.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mechs. You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
It's fine, I
Who
can be
didn't
mean
find
because
us?
Tally's not
The-
watching.
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
What the hell is a collector? That's some kind of nerd?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
So, first time I played the series, it was on the
Collectors have
PS3.
advanced technology. They can have a weapon that disables an
This
entire
scene
city.
kind of landed a bit flat because I could not tell what was being shown on that security footage. It was far too
Seekers
blurry.
swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Classic poor resolution. My god, it's some kind of Reddit mod. Ugh, the grotesqueness of it blinds me. It's a Twitter Blue user.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
I don't know if we've ever had this conversation. What the fuck is going on with Jacob's outfit? It's just like, it's just covered in lines. It's just the details all over the place.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how
Just
they
random
find you.
belts and clips.
Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Oh, sorry, I missed that comment, Lily. This whole situation must fucking suck for Shepard. Imagine getting a horrible... What can I say? Getting in a horrible car wreck, then waking up after a 2-year coma to find you've been nursed back to health by Jordan Peterson. Basically, that's just the elusive man, right? Shepard, you don't understand. Lobsters, right?
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
His and Miranda's outfits are weirdly thin and skin tight. They know what they were doing. They were trying to appeal to both demographics here with the first two human characters. Not sure how successful they were. Any hetero women or gay men in chat want to comment on how they feel about Jacob?
We finally find a witness, and he's so off his nut he can't even tell us what he saw.
I studied them. The monsters.
I mean, I think Miranda doesn't even do that much for me personally, but like, I mean, she's definitely made an impact on most of the gooners out there.
To the elusive man. Grab the quarry and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Why don't you join us?
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Feeder goes with Tally. I mean, even if we were doing a disregarding the be nice to Tally rule, we don't like Cerberus, and we've made that quite clear over 2 games now. Well, the last game and so far this one. We're going Renegade, but we're not going pro Cerberus, so...
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still
Sometimes I wish, instead of just having the binary choice, which
If I
often...
find anything that can help you, I'll
like
let you know.
the bad option is like side with Cerberus or the racists or whatever, and the good option is, you know, be a goody two shoes. It'd be nice if there was 4 options and it was like rudely side with the good people or nicely side with the evil people. If I'm making any sense there, you know.
Good work on freedom's progress. The quarry and
The fact that they tie those 2 things together sometimes kind of gets in the way if you're trying to do an all renegade run, but don't like Cerberus or don't want to join Reform in the first game or whatever. Jacob's romance is so unbelievably cringy. I've heard all the horror stories of it. For surezies. Although I like Sleaze, the camera work on Miranda was a bit much. They did try to cut back on a bit of that. Famously, infamously, in this re-release, people were throwing a fit that they got rid of all the butt shots. She's there having like a heart-to-heart moment talking about her traumatic childhood, and like the camera's just ogling her ass cheeks, you know. It was a bit unnecessary. I still can't believe the comeback Peterson got from that one guy. You're really quite something, aren't you? Oh well, you're really quite nothing. Oh, I never saw that.
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens. Usually,
Fuck, I'm imagining him talking in Jordan Peterson's voice now. Thanks,
transactions are
Lily.
Complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now,
we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors. The woke mind virus.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing
I don't know why I'm
safe
so bloody
passage.
cold today.
If they can manipulate relays,
Like yesterday I was
that's
fucking
just
melting.
further
Today
evidence of the connection with
I'm
the
in
relay.
jeans and hoodie. What's happened? What is the fucking deal with this country? Cannot make up its mind.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Hey Phil. No, sorry, I missed. If you made another comment, I missed it. This is the first thing I've seen from you. Sorry. Jacob's part-time job to pay for his college after his dad disappeared was being a gimp piece. Never fully got over it. Oh, here we are, Phil. I'm here. Just got done falling out of my chair and breaking my headset even more. Oh, you're not the only one then. I've been having headset troubles all stream. I would only play sound out of one headphone. On top of all, I think I bruised my side. Oh no. Vince McMahon was the cameraman. I've done all the femship romances and I hate Jacobs the most. It makes me want to pitch myself out a window. Defenestration. God, what romances have I actually done in this game? That is a question now, because there's like obviously tons, and I've not done like even half of them. So last stream we did Garrus, literally. I'm always doing Liara, literally. I've done Samantha Trainer in Mass Effect 3. I honestly think that might be it. I don't know. I'm a loyal guy. I tend to just stick with the same the same person.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
I'm gonna have to fight the urge not to like flirt with every woman on the ship this playthrough, because we're trying to focus on Tali here. You know, if I miss that boat, I'll kill myself. So we better not like rock the boat too much by like flirting with bloody Jack and Miranda and everyone else. Doesn't Jacob cheat on Femship in Mass Effect 3? Yes, and the worst part is it's not even like it's a 2-year time jump between those two games. He basically just knocks up another woman off stream, off camera. Also, I am married. You make a good point, Lily. Shepard, you have no comprehension of the doobie I possess. The elusive Kush has me acting unwise. Nonsense. Been sweltering in my area, 35°C, with humidity. Awful. My romances have been Jack and Thane. Thane for my heart, Jack for whatever's left. Hence the... Also, not bad choice. Thane either. Sorry I was late picking you up, Uni. I was flirting with several women I work with. Speaking of women I've worked with, so sorry, we're asking where all of our first game companions are. Ashley.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
Where's my boy?
Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
So, you're recommending I should give the Thane romance a try. So the Thane romance, from what I understand, is if you just want to, like, have the most heartbreaking time, you go with Thane. Yeah, if it's pretty sad, apparently. I mean, to be honest, I thought Thane's story is sad regardless of the romance. Bloody hell, gets me every time. Is the Willem Dafoe man a robot? His eyes are freaky. He's, not a robot. He's just done a bit of work.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Hold on. So Liara, or X, working for the Shadow Broker.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You know who he looks like? Michael J. Fox. I mean, you know who voices him, right? I feel like he's kind of modeled off, what's his face? His son / himself as a younger age, right? I'm suddenly forgetting his name, but I know who I mean. It's Charlie Sheen. So he's obviously voiced by Martin Sheen, but he kind of looks like Charlie. But less, drug-addled.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant...
Hearing Martin
scientist.
Sheen spout sci-fi
Our
nonsense has always been
intelligence
funny
suggests
to
he
me.
may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey! It's Chris Griffin!
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Hey! The absolute blow up on the Sorry, I love the Normandy. Normandy SR1, good ship, great ship. SR2, however, top 3 sci-fi vessels ever. IMO. Possibly just number 1. The new and improved.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
It's joking time. Fuck, that's going on the soundboard. The Normandy SR2. Stealth reconnaissance, if I remember right. The SR1 didn't believe in lights. Everyone was stumbling around in the dark. To be honest, the SR2 is pretty dark too, but in a kind of like submarine-y sort of way, lit by a orange glow of klaxon lights. Opinions on the Sith Warrior ship? You know I like the Sith Warrior ship from SWTOR. You're just asking me because you know I do. It's not top 3 of all time though. It's just, you know, nice. Dang nice, even. I'm talking like the Republic Venator, the SR2. I don't even know what else would be my top 3 like spaceships. You know what? I can't quite decide right now. I'm thinking like I'm dabbling in a bit of Star Trek here. There's plenty of Star Wars picks.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
Hellgas cruisers, I do like those, but I don't think they're quite top 3.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus. The
Sovereign count? You know, if Reapers count, Reapers might be a top 3.
Advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard.
Who's that?
Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to
The what? The what?
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly.
Battlestar Galactica for me. Never actually watched it,
Your
but
distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Is Katie Sackhoff in Battlestar Galactica? Am I thinking of the right show? Asking for a friend.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the 3 of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their station.
Then maybe I will watch it sooner than I planned.
2%.
Jacob,
I wasn't counting the LAET because it's technically not a spaceship,
if you have any
Phil.
questions.
It's a low altitude in atmosphere transport. You fucking nerd. This guy gets it. 2% for sure. What that mouth do? ED's mouth is very suggestive. Well, just wait for the upgrade. I gotta say, every playthrough, no matter like whether I'm doing Paragon or Renegade or War, I always have my Shepard react instantly negatively towards ED. I just think it's in character absolutely what they would do. And again, character arc. Also, first time I played this game, I genuinely had no, like, was not sure whether or not I could trust that fucking robot. Goddamn AI, goddamn calculators.
Welcome
With their
aboard,
Studio
Commander.
Ghibli-ing me while I sleep. Fucking hell. Shepard wakes up. And ED's like, "Good morning, Commander. I know we got off on the wrong foot, but to make up for it, here you go. I produced some art of you stylized in the form of Studio Ghibli." Instantly take a fucking sledgehammer to our server. I feel like Shepard should be more fucked up, like in the face. Give it time, give it time.
Minor spike in the primary core, compensating.
What are we doing for our Paragon Renegade? We're, we could be eviler. More evil. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Stephen, have you seen the death battle of Wiley versus Tom? I loved it. Was like, to be honest, I don't watch Death Battle. It's just not. It's like that, and I don't know. It just gives me like epic rap battle of history vibes, which is also a series of YouTube videos that I don't care for. Come on, let ChatGPT redraw your bank details as Studio Ghibli finger monsters. It'll be fun.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Alright, let's talk to the robot.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Well, that's suspicious.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense,
Evil.
I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Yeah, so tell me about these additional functions that I can't ask you about.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
I don't like that at all. Edie. Commander Shepard, I have made several videos of Will Smith trying to eat spaghetti. Commander? Daisy. Daisy, awful.
Devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship.
Of course, in the future, nobody will care about, like,
Our progress.
21st century / late 20th century movie star Will Smith, will they? It'll be like, Commander, I've produced some AI of Blasto, trying to eat spaghetti, which is ironic, given that he is a spaghetti monster himself. Goddamn jellyfish.
The Elusive Man
He has invested
monitored-
most of Cerberus's resources into the
That's
design.
all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Alrighty. Let's, at least try to get another mission in before I bloody have to end the night, right? So, at this point, the actual game begins proper, and we are given a whole bunch of missions that we can do, which I really like. It's not linear at this point. It branches out. So, the list of people that we have to acquire to our team. We have the Thief, Kasumi Goto, the Veteran, Zaid Masani, the Professor, Dr. Morden Solis, the Warlord, Dr. Okir, Archangel, who we know very little else about, and the Convict, Jack, no last name known. Any messages? Message from Councillor Anderson, our old captain. On the off chance that the rumours are true and you are actually alive, I need you to come talk to me on the Citadel. A lot's changed in the last 2 years. You put us on top, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. What else we got going on here? This is a little DLC side quest. It's from Admiral Hackett. Our scans in the system turned up something we thought you might be interested in. The final location of the wreckage of the original Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honour the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack of the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, please report to the Alliance. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. It's not much of a quest. It's just kind of like walking around a frozen moon collecting dog tags, but we'll do it. They won't be singing Daisy Bell either. They'll be quoting Mr. Beast or something horrible. Edie. Shepard, I found old recordings of your past sexual history with the Asari. We don't need to be showing anybody that. Are we going to get pet fish and then forget to feed them every playthrough? I don't know why I'm bothering to ask. It's a given. Oh, look who it is. It's our old girlfriend. Did we Photoshop blush onto her? I swear she didn't have that much makeup. Anyway, we actually have a room, which is nice. Like a proper... Also, look at that. Look at that ceiling. Kind of terrifying, honestly, but, imagine just lying in bed with the lights off, and you're just like, huh, that's the vacuum of space. Does killing the original council not let you be reinstated as a Spectre? I guess we'll go find out, but I want to finish exploring the ship first, before we, fly on it. I think our first destination should be to go check in with Captain Anderson, right? Women's restroom? Don't mind if I do.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Can't have anything. The bloody wokes are... The woke AI is spying on you. You can't even harass your crew anymore.
You'll miss her first birthday.
Shepard's terrible.
That colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to electric.
Meant to ask in call, but how fun is the Hammerhead mission? So, to be honest. Fuck it, let's talk to Miranda, will we?
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe.
It's actually worse.
If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so.
I'm not joking.
So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of
They
the
still
human
have
race.
gendered bathrooms?
Nothing more,
I know.
nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive...
Oh, lovely. The private
He's
sector.
very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Government regulation? Oh no, we're libertarian here in Cerberus. We just answer to the rich guy.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know.
Oh no, Male Shep went into the women's bathroom. If only J.K. Rowling were still alive in 2185.
It's rare for him to become directly involved in...
Thankfully, she won't be.
You're
She'll be
something
dead soon.
special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions. Even from brief encounters.
Oh, fucking...
He's no saint.
So
and he'd
humble,
be the
aren't
first
you?
to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shep.
You know what?
No pressure.
Shep has the opportunity to do the funniest thing right now and fly himself and the Normandy directly into the nearest star. Just to fuck with the elusive man. You're saying this whole project was very expensive? Well, don't mind if I do.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
The elusive
I've
man is
spent
just
the last
Nigel
2 years learning
Farage with
everything there is
robot
to know
eyes.
about you.
Kinda.
Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Not to go down this rabbit hole, Phil, but you realize that if somebody really wants to do that, they can just go in the bathroom anyway. They're not going to go like, oh, here I go, raping again. Oh no! The sign says women only. Ah, my plan is ruined. You know what I mean? Just putting that out there before we start going down the fear-mongering route.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways.
Don't clip that, by the way.
And I'll likely perform again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
The elusive man is what happens if Jeff Bezos flies off into space and never comes back. Hang on, that sounds alright, actually. Ugh.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Sorry, just suddenly, as I was complaining about how cold it was today, it's starting to heat up again. Not just because I'm talking to Miranda. Ha ha ha, boobs.
Rupert. Sorry, princess. Filet mignon and caviar.
Got my fucking face sheared off there, Jesus. Guys! 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 Look who it is. Who could it be in the medical clinic?
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same.
With the saucy grandma,
Sure,
yeah.
The original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see.
Oh, Phil!
Welcome back.
Speaking of saucy grandma, and wanting to, you know, not have her die, do you want to share with the class your recent experience with the final mission of this game? Not to, like, put you on the spot or anything.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like
It
the
was
sick
very
bay
funny,
original.
because it was so awful.
Everything missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
You're out of your brandy. I'll get you another
I'll
one.
keep an eye out for our
Anything for you.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
So, there's a bunch of places in the ship we do not have access to.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
We will eventually. But seems a bit dodgy that we are not given permission to explore every part of our own ship, but what do you know?
Access to
That's
life
Cerberus
support is
for you.
restricted.
One more deck. She was one of the few that didn't die in my non-canon ending, but it was bloody close. Kelly died, and I think had you taken any longer to get to the mission, the Doctor would have been next. Who else did you lose? You lost Jack and Kasumi before you even got to the Collector base. You lost Jacob, although you kind of threw him to the wolves out of spite. You lost Legion somehow. I don't even know what happened there. Yes.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
So here's the thing that I like about Mass Effect 2, the Normandy here, is that there's a lot more crew. I mean, the ship itself feels a lot bigger and honestly feels more like a functioning vessel. But it's nice that there are crewmates that you can talk to besides Joker and your party members. I mean, I suppose actually you did have Presley, for whatever that's worth.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. Do you two think this is all a joke?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
Won't happen again, sir.
Hard ass.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
Kenneth Donnelly might be the most Scottish name they gave this guy.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with
They
it.
could have added a Mick in
We
there, I
have
suppose.
attenuators in the primary
Mick
power
Kenneth
transfer
McDonnelly.
system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
I'm giving him a kill.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore
I can do that.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Could have called him Billy Connolly, I suppose, but that would be confusing. I've never been more traumatized by a character death in game than watching what happened to Legion. Oh, there's a fun topic of conversation. Most traumatized character death in a video game. Oof. I will say, not that it's ever happened to me, but I've seen footage of Dr. Chokwa's dying. That's a bad one. God, you thankfully there's not much to see, but if you do a really bad run of the third game, whatever two companions you bring with you for the final run, get incinerated, and that's pretty hard to watch. Usually just because there's a much smaller party in the third game, and basically, other than James Vega, they're all people you care about. Oh, or Ashley, I forgot about them. So, unless you have James and Ashley with you, in which case, who gives a fuck? It's going to be people you actually, like, love. Who get horribly,
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Right. Oh, one more person to meet. Hello.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrator.
So this is who died on Phil's
I'll manage
run.
your messages and help you monitor the crew.
Melted.
And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
We're not flirting with her.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you unless it's important. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Right, bloody hell, let's actually do a mission now, right? They could have given him bright red hair and called him Duncan Angus McCabertoss. Sure, I guess they could have. Right. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I want to actually get Grunt first, but I don't want to do it with my current two companions, so I'm going to go grab the easiest recruitment possible, which is Zaid, without doing anything else on this planet. Well, asteroid, whatever. Being a Final Fantasy VII fan, I can name one big traumatizing death scene. I guess. I know the one. Even having not played the games fully. Now you can just see there how many companions there are in this game. This has a hell of a roster. Arguably, too big of a roster. It can... I've said before, I've had the trouble where it's taken multiple playthroughs for me to really connect with some of the later characters, because they just show up too late in the game, you know?
You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Of course, Mocklin.
Excuse me, what did you say? During Pride Month?
Welcome to
Bloody Batarians.
Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife now.
You know, just to spite you, I'm gonna grab Zaid and then leave immediately. If you choose to let Caden live, he fucking hates Shepard in this. It's not just Caden, it's Ashley as well.
You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Bon,
Most
man.
mercs don't get an offer.
No eating in my classroom.
This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Was Zaid a cut character who they decided to bring in last minute? It's not the same as Javik, is it? Where they cut him out just to sell story important info separately. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what the nature of the DLC is. Zaid and Kasumi are both DLC characters, or were originally. Now they're obviously just part of the game. And the fact that they are recruited just by walking up to somebody in a street and being like, hey, you're the DLC character, come join the party. It's pretty obvious. But I don't know exactly if they were, like, designed from the start as DLC additions, or a character that at some point they were like, oh, shit, EA says that we have to have some DLC characters. Cut out these two that are already, like, half in development, and we'll make those the paid ones. I don't know what the nature was.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right. I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
I do like Zaid. He had a good voice actor, R.I.P. Yeah.
I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get...
It's funny, because we always talk about how the human companions are the most boring ones in these games, but whenever I talk about that, I'm talking about Ashley Caden in the first game, Miranda Jacob in this game, and then James and whichever out of Ashley or Caden are alive in the third game. But I often forget, oh wait, there's also Zaid and Kasumi, who are both humans, but they're, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that they're not just like military man and woman that every game has as the sort of default companion. Instead, you've got like gruff grandpa mercenary man and fucking master thief invisible weirdo. You know, they're just more interesting companions. Basically, they're not human, is what I'm trying to say. They're barely human. Also a good voice actor. I didn't know he was in Dragon Age Origins as well. I always recognize his voice there. Right, now that we've picked up a replacement companion for Jacob, I said we were going to go meet Anderson before anything else, so let's... Also, actually, in the process, I'm probably going to get Kasumi as well. But that wasn't really the plan. Back to the Citadel. Long time no see. In my Femshep playthrough, I accidentally went to Morden so many times that Morden thought I wanted to romance him when I was romancing Ningaris. Yeah, I know that happens. If you were in charge of the Amazon TV adaptation of this game, would you get rid of Jacob and swap him out with Zaid? No. I might... honestly, in the case of a TV adaptation where you're not limited to, like, only having 2 companions with you per mission, because why the fuck would a TV show be limited in that way? And you can give a bit more screen time to everybody involved, I don't think there's any harm in having this large cast of characters when you get to, like, Season 2 or whatever that this game would be. And having a character like Jacob around, no offense to him or anything, but he's a great guy to have just for someone to die, you know, to elevate stakes a bit. If you cut out all the bad characters and only keep, like, the core, Rex, Garrus, Tali, Liara, no one's ever going to be at risk, because they all need to be in place by, like, the end of the whole story, right? They all need to be there in the 3rd game. Having a few red shirts scattered in there, you know, from a storytelling point of view, I suppose, in a show like that, not a bad idea. Right, first thing we need for him is we want to get as quick as we can to his Inferno Grenade, because that is a very, very powerful thing to have. We have no alternate weapons right now. Ooh. Actually, I will take the arc projector. You wouldn't have the suicide mission be without Oh, I think the suicide mission needs to be where the deaths happen. Absolutely. Jacob would be on the cutting block.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive.
Zaid might be on the cutting block there, honestly, just because he doesn't really have that much to do in the 3rd game.
Got problems with collectors? Try Kasumi's credit services.
Morden needs to stay alive. Grunt, I couldn't do anything bad to Grunt.
Just enter your password for a fabulous prize package worth millions of credits.
Alright, let's talk to the silly lady.
Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
You know who I am, Kasumi. I'm not here to play games.
I heard you were hardcore, Shep, but I figured you'd be up for some intrigue. Kasumi Goto at your service. But you apparently already knew that.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business.
Better not kill her off.
Famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things no one else has. Even without knowing what you looked like, I knew it was you.
We've got a spot set up for you on the Normandy. Make yourself at home.
Looking forward to it. Haven't done this kind of thing before. Big mission, saving the galaxy. I'm really glad you're helping me out with the heist. Can't wait to see how you look in formal wear.
Wait, what?
I have a feeling you know something I don't.
They didn't tell you? They call me secretive. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway.
And there's a point.
I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
I really like Kasumi's mission, this heist she's talking about. It is one of my favorite missions in this game, actually. So another reason to definitely not cut her from a TV show, just so we can have the heist episode, because that's always going to be fun, right? Plus, it gets Commander Shepard in a tuxedo, or near enough, a space tuxedo.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun.
Again, it's just a shame that both her and Zaid don't have that much to do in the 3rd game.
See you on the ship, Shepard.
I feel like they really got kind of shafted just because, they were DLC characters. They're not so important. Half the players probably didn't even buy the DLC and thus, have no connection to them. So I feel like they kind of half-arsed their stories in the last game, which is a real shame. First time we streamed the game, bloody Zaid didn't even show up for the big battle at the end. He was on some beach sipping martinis. Like, unironically. We even got to see the slide afterwards.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove you might.
Anyway, we're not even meant to be here. We're meant to be on the
Unfortunately, sir, biotics can be used as a weapon.
on the Presidium.
Rules require me to confiscate all amps.
Guess we got to go through security.
Recruits is a 20 kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight. Every 5 seconds.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I'm getting that everywhere. It's a pain in the ass. Who do I talk to about it?
Our station commander is just beyond the scanners. Out and to the right. He can reinstate your IDs.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
Here he is.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
It's Doc Mitchell. It's General Tullius.
Yes, I see the problem.
It's that guy whose name I forget.
My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best
Michael
screening in
Hogan.
the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA.
Also known for Battlestar
If you
Galactica.
have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those.
Oh, somebody else said it. There we go. He's also a main character in Battlestar, yeah. I did know that one.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done.
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
Alright then.
That'd be great.
Done. You're good to go. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost specters is still
You're
kicking.
being summoned to watch BSG, Steve. Surrender to the summoned. You know what? If someone can just let me know what streaming service that's on, that'll decide whether or not I start watching it tomorrow. How about that?
They didn't make much effort to confirm my death. I'll make about as much effort to tell them I'm alive.
Fair enough. But if you have any friends in the Presidium Tower, they might want to know you're all right. I heard you and Counselor Anderson used to be pretty tight. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
You can't believe I let the Council live? What stream have you been watching? They're fucking space dust.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Right, wonderful. We are in... Actually, we might want to do a bit of shopping while we're here. I know, sorry, this is probably ended up being a really boring stream. Like, there's been no combat. We've just been chatting and shopping.
Fish or maybe a model ship?
Oh, fuck, we got to do the bit, don't we?
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Accuse her of classism. Why not?
You know, for a bunch of cheap touristy crap, your prices are pretty high.
I am sorry you feel that way. There are many stores on the Citadel. Perhaps another would be more in your price range.
So, you're saying I'm poor? Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
What? No,
Hey, everyone! This store discriminates against the poor!
There's nobody there. He's just yelling at nothing.
I'll let you have my station employee discount. Is that acceptable?
Well, alright. But you still hurt my feelings.
Please, enjoy your shopping experience.
Yeah, we are just going to go around and bully all the stores to get the maximum amount of discounts. That's how you do. Space hamster! Right, and now we got to begin our model ship collection every playthrough.
Maybe a fish?
So we bought the hamster, and we've started buying the ships. That's what matters.
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
No, they're not.
You ever been up there?
No. CSEC won't let me. They say I'm a risk.
They think every Krogan is dangerous.
I like those guys.
Damn Turians. Just kill them.
Oh, there's another store.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakara.
Oh, this is just like a normal,
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
Hmm? Oh no, awkward dialogue. My one weakness dies of cringe. What? I liked it. I think it's on Prime, but be warned, some episodes are on the DVD, are extended, and it really adds to the storyline. On Prime, they're the cut-down versions, and it's detrimental, especially the finale. Fuck. Well, then maybe piracy it is, then. I thought you were becoming a better shepherd. It depends who I'm talking to. No, not this.
This is a thief, and I want her arrested.
What? I was just walking by.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a statement here.
There's nothing to talk about. She stole my credit chit. Arrest her.
I did not. Just
Oh.
because I'm a Quarian.
Don't worry about it, Oda.
Stop and take
Enjoy
a
your food.
deep breath.
You're mocking me, Earth Clan. Just because the Vol Clan need...
It was a poor choice of words, sir. I apologize.
I am chronically averse to conflict, so any dialogue option that leads to upsetting people like that are my kryptonite. Well, that's why I wear the mask here, because it helps me, like, disassociate from the Shepherd and his horrible actions.
You say you're falsely accused?
I was walking to the used ship dealer when he barged into me outside the Serta Foundation. He didn't stop or say he was sorry. A minute later, he runs up with CSEC and accuses me of stealing his damn shit.
Of dealing his damn shit. I wish there was no subtitles for that. Research which episodes are extant. That's gonna be work. I don't want to do work. I'll do it. It's fine.
You say she stole your credit chit?
She must have. When I left the Serta Foundation store, she ran right into me.
Do you know who's telling the truth?
My Omni tool can tell the Quarian doesn't have a chit on her. But she could have stashed it.
Quarian doesn't have shit on her.
Quarians are like, and she's definitely a vagrant. I'll run her in and see what Bailey wants to do.
Oh, just racism. That's fair.
I'll see if I can find out what happened.
Sir, this is a CSEC matter. We'll do all we
So,
we can to resolve this.
they have started doing a line of Mass Effect miniatures, right? It's not quite
Let's go.
in the style that I would have wanted. I wanted like sort of proper faction army things, but instead it's like a single, no, it's like a multiplayer co-op game. But there are like, just, I think they're slowly releasing new enemy packs for it and blah 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 blah. I might start buying that shit. Like, 'cause I want to paint up some Geth and Quarians especially. I just think they'd be very satisfying miniatures to paint because they are very colourful, but and like matte and everything else.
Welcome to Saranus Applications. Can I interest you? Ah, Shepard.
Or I could get my Shepherd and paint them just
No,
like this.
but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
So ordinarily, you do this. You go to every store and you're like, hey, do you want an endorsement from the first human Spectre? And then you give every single store the same, this is my favorite store on the Citadel speech. But instead, we're just going to bully them, I guess. I don't know what happens if you do it this way.
You know, I'm on a very important mission right now.
I don't doubt it. The savior of the Citadel would get nothing less.
The problem is the damn bureaucrats. They won't get me the latest astrographic data. You can't save the galaxy with star charts from 2183, right?
2183? Why don't they just give you a slide rule and ask you to eyeball it?
Exactly. That's why I need a reliable supplier who can sell me updates at wholesale.
Wholesale? Of course, Shepard. Anything I can do to bring the fight to the Geth. You've got it.
Okay, so I wasn't exactly bullying. I actually made a pretty compelling case there. Nice. I love these Murdoch people. Please no bully. It's a squad-based game from what I can see. Not actually popped a box open yet, but it's a fun little game from what I've been told. I'd love to give it a go at some point. I just want to start seeing what expansions they will probably start doing for it. I've seen like prototypes of like Reaper forces and stuff, so they're definitely coming at some point. But oh, here we go. What do we want to do? Reduce the charge time of powers, not bad. Squad bonus to shields and everything else.
This looks interesting.
At the end of the day, we're going to get every possible upgrade there is. So there's not that much point saving our money. Just buy it when you're here.
What do you think, Michael?
Oh, another bully target.
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Serta Foundation outlet.
Appropriate, since we are cosplaying Bully Maguire just now. In Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, the class who have this armor that I'm wearing, I think it's the Adept or something. For whatever reason, whenever I play that game, my guy is just called Bully Maguire. I don't know why. I think it's because he looks like Spider-Man. And so I paint him blue and red. That's just what I associate with this mask headwear that I'm wearing with.
I bet you don't make many sales. This ward isn't exactly the Presidium. Not a big market for expensive tech here.
The Foundation is not concerned with profits. A portion of our sales...
Kelpie Games, your name has reminded me to keep watching Delicious in Dungeon. Thank you.
That's a noble goal.
Yeah, there's a Kelpie in that.
A few percentage points, sales would improve enough to offset
horrible.
the balance.
I cannot hold a sale without permission from the district manager.
How about for one special customer with a large credit account? Someone like Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel?
Oh, you're Shepard. I didn't even think... Well, you must get injured frequently on your missions. I could give you my employee discount if it would encourage you to make a large purchase.
That would certainly encourage me.
Please, browse our catalog.
Please don't cuck the racist Volus out of his credit shit. The Solarian shopkeep is the one who has it.
Good day, citizen.
A Volus was in here not too long ago.
Pretty sure.
Did he drop a credit chit?
And not that I saw. He didn't.
That's the other one.
Come back soon, Shepard.
While I'm here. What else do I need? Increase health, 10% increase Medigel supply. We'll probably just grab them both.
Now what's this?
And yeah. Not that I'd forgotten properly. I was just making sure to do the shop stuff first.
My favorite customer. What can I get you?
A Volus was in here not too long ago. Did he drop a credit chit?
Oh, yes. He bought some environmental system drivers, then left without his chit. I didn't notice he'd left until
he left without his shit.
If you
Sorry,
see
I'm
him,
doing that every
tell
time.
him I have it here behind the counter. I'll be here if you need anything.
And now we can go yell at the Volus for being racist. And yell at the CSEC officer for being racist.
I felt her hand go into my pocket. When I checked, my credit chit was gone.
I didn't even touch you.
Please move along.
You forgot your credit chit at Saronis Applications. The clerk is holding it for you.
Oh. Well, the Quarian could have stolen it.
I'll close this event report, but I'll be watching you. Get a permanent residence, or I'll run you in for vacancy.
Actually,
are you two serious?
I can't not.
What?
You falsely accused this girl of stealing from you. All you have to say now is that she could have stolen it?
Now, just a minute.
And you? She gets harassed and insulted by this guy, and you throw in a threat to arrest her for vagrancy?
How about if I run you in for obstruction of justice?
You think you're gonna run in a former Spectre? I think both of you should get out of here.
Son of a...
Thank you. I wish I could give you something more than words.
What the hell was that CSEC guy's problem? He had no evidence that you did anything wrong.
I don't know. Everyone's been like that since I got here.
Yeah, again, I like that sometimes you can do the Paragon thing, it's usually like the Boy Scout goody two shoes thing, but you still get to like grab a fucking cop by the scruff of the neck and yell at him. You know what I mean? You just have to. It can be a bit arbitrary, like what is considered Paragon, what is considered Renegade in this game.
Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a decision.
Like, you can't really play like a full-on evil character. Shepard is Shepard at the end of the day. You just have a slight different shade to them, one way or the other. Right, I think we are done on this level. Fuck it, from here we'll just get a taxi, and we'll head off and see Captain Anderson. Why are the Volus so asthmatic? What is their deal again? Are they from a lower pressure environment on their home world, so to survive outside they have to wear these pressure suits to keep them from popping? Is that what the deal is? Let's find out. Let's find out together, shall we?
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection.
Okay, high pressure environment.
Their homeworld lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat.
In low pressure atmospheres, their bodies will literally split open if they don't have a pressure suit. Fair enough. Right, Presidium. There he is.
Shepard! Welcome back to the ranks of the living. I wasn't sure you got my message.
It's been a long time, Captain.
It's Counselor now. I had to give up my commission when I joined the Council. I'm glad you came. Though I was hoping the rest of the Council would be here for this meeting too. Unfortunately, they rarely listen to me. Sometimes I wonder if Udina would have been the better choice for this.
So obviously, there is a new council. It's not like it's just him on his own, even if the previous three died. It's just they're a different Asari, Turian, and Solarian now. They're personality-wise exactly the same, because, you know, politicians. Which kind of makes the whole save the council or let them die choice in the last game a little bit meaningless, but hey-ho.
Nobody said this was going to be easy, but I know you. You get things done.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I doubt Udina would echo it. He thinks I need to work on my people skills.
I'm still at work, so just stopping by. The video was good, Stephen. Got to watch it at lunch. Well, it must have been a long lunch break. It's a 3-hour, 40-minute video. Hope everyone has a good week. I will. I know I will, because like today. I know I will, because today makes my first full week being moved out. Cool. Sounds great. Good for you. Gooseworks, the creator of the Amazing Digital Circus, has made their own interpretational art of what Volus look like under the suit. Neat. What a crossover of our interests. Do share. Send on Discord.
I'm still not clear on why you wanted me to come.
There's been a lot of talk.
That's a soundboard.
Some of what I hear has been, frankly, a little disturbing. I wanted to give you a chance to explain your actions. Maybe get the Council to see things from your point of view. But they refused to see you. You let the previous Council die during Sovereign's attack on the Citadel. They feel you'll always put human interests before galactic concerns. Rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there?
This isn't about them.
The Collectors are abducting our colonists in the Terminus systems. And I think they're working for the Reapers.
The Collectors? We hadn't considered that. There's so little data. They've always seemed like a fringe threat. If they're a front for the Reapers, this is big. But even that may not be enough to get the Council off its tail. The others have spent the past 2 years convincing themselves the Reapers don't exist. I tried to get the truth out, but they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
Are they blind? What about Vigil, the Prothean VI on Ilos?
The VI in Ilos shut itself down. You're the only one who spoke to it. just like you and your crew are the only ones who spoke directly to Sovereign. Officially, the existence of the Reapers has been dismissed as a myth spread by Saren to convince the Geth to follow him. We both know the truth. But I've spent 2 years fighting that line, and I don't have much to show for it.
What the fuck was that? Vivi? Is that you? Are you talking in your sleep? I just heard a cat. Like a cat screech. You know. But she's just sleeping. I don't think I have any other cats in my house. Jesus Christ.
The original council was made up of a bunch of blind, stubborn morons. The new council looks just as bad.
It's up to you to stop the Reaper, Shepard. All I've got is a title if you want it. I can reinstate your Spectre status. I won't win any popularity contests, but they can't really object. Your title was never officially rescinded when you died. Besides, you're still a hero to humanity, and the Council knows the danger of discounting our opinion.
I think I made my opinion of the Council's blessing pretty clear last time around. Keep it.
Figured as much, but I had to offer. Doesn't feel like I'm able to give you the help you deserve. It's all up to you. I'll keep the Council and the Alliance off your back. Shouldn't be too hard if you're operating out in the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about...
Oh, here he is.
Shepard, what are you doing here?
I got a long list of people I didn't want to see, and your name is right at the top.
The feeling is mutual, believe me. Your return is a bureaucratic nightmare for us. I hope you didn't do anything foolish, Counselor, like try to arrange a meeting with the Council. There could be serious political ramifications.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
I need to just punch him in the face again.
What do you keep him around for?
He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
Sorry, I've just realized this entire time Miranda and Zaid have just been standing in the background. Just in the cut corner.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Okie dokie. But bloody hell, we are running out of time. And I don't exactly think I can start much of a mission. In 15 minutes. I mean, if you think about this as like the
Commander, you've received a new message at your
the start of a new season. The first couple episodes are kind of just catching up with who all the characters have been reinstating the state of the world. Get all the chats over with before we get into the actual meat of the action, I suppose. Oh, we don't have access to the lab. Oh, there's Jacob. Hiding in the corner. We don't need to talk to him. Could go see Arya. Nah. Let's see. So suppose the question is, which companion do we want to go for first? Proper companion, I suppose. I thought we'd get the Warlord. Those who know, know. But do I really want to start a mission? That's fine. We'll get 15-20 minutes of shooting done. I always go Archangel and Morden first. So do I. But that's why I want to do it differently this time. I just want to see what happens if we bring this companion with us on those missions, rather than the other way around, you know? Now, what can we... Oh, we have cryo ammo now. That's nice to know. So, sorry, I suppose a lot of context for these missions is given in the dossiers that the Lucid Man gave us.
Say if Okir is on this planet
We
by
should probably
choice.
read them
Assume
first.
hostiles.
Right, so... Dossier, the Warlord. So one of the people that we've been recommended for the team. Dr. Okir. Millennia of combat and strategic experience. Rumored familiarity with collector technology. A brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord. We're getting to that point in the stream. Brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord who fought in the Krogan rebellions. Dr. Okir has become obsessed with saving the Krogan people from the genophage. Nina, 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 Nina. And it's believed to have contacted collectors in an attempt to gain technology to that end. He is currently in a Blue Suns camp, the mercenary, the blue-flavoured mercenary group of the game, on Corliss, though the nature of his relationship with the group is unknown. And that's why we're here.
Over loudspeaker. Charming.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
And it's one of these planets. A ship graveyard. We were talking about this a few streams ago, right? Braca. Let's get a sniper ready.
Heads up. Lookout post ahead. Then they know we're here.
Boo. So we got disruptor ammo for the anti-shields.
Nice shot.
All too easy. What? No, sure.
Shit. I won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... Son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't berserkers. Not at range. You're mercs or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
You're not in the best bargaining position. I'm looking for a Krogan named Okir.
Who? You already know more than I do. I just killed Krogan. The old one in the lab dumps crazy ones down here all the time. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
You heard the man on the radio? He needs direction.
I don't have the info they want. You showed up before I could get my normal sightings.
You have other problems.
Patrol, pack sighting east of Station 2. Yeah.
Copy. East of 2.
Son of a bitch. They'll run blind into Krogan.
So we got another Krogan cloning facility.
Places, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me. Only she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
Have you seen O'Keir? Does he know about all of this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
Oh, I'm surprised we don't have an option just to shoot him.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit.
Let me be evil.
Oh. The scare was a nice touch.
I thought so. Come on, our warlord is in Door's lab.
That's the funny thing with all the choices in the Mass Effect trilogy. Once I found a sequence of events I thought made the most sense, I never deviated. Yeah. If ever I deviate, it's an active decision to like, I've never done it this way before, let's see how this is different. Like I am now, you know? But like, if I was just sort of playing a normal playthrough, well, for a start, I'd be playing a Paragon Femshep Vanguard, and I would be going for Archangel and Morden right now. With the dead Ashley, a living Rex, a live Council. Oh, bloody hell. Ignore my aim.
Firing an impact shot.
Fucking hell, it's the beginnings of the game and you already have as much Renegade as I had at the end. Really? Oh, wonderful. More common in outside cats, but most cats have dreams about capturing and hunting. It was interesting. In a test, they disabled the natural paralytic that most species produce when they sleep. And they left it in a room to sleepwalk. They found most of its activity revolved around chasing and hunting, with a few of it revolving around climbing something. Oh. Fuck the missile launcher guy. Girl, whatever. Ow, I saw that missile at the last second, changing trajectory. Horrible. It's very satisfying. That's the headshots. I always think the Shepard twins are fated to be assigned to Renegade for male and Paragon for fem. I mean, that's the opinion I've heard from a lot of people, is that Mark Meir, male Shep voice actor, does the Renegade better, while Femshep Jennifer Hale does the Paragon better. So it just kind of fits their character strengths more. Come on, fire the shot. There we go.
Down.
Now this ability, this Reeve, I think it helps me recover HP. I'm basically stealing health from them. I've actually used it before. How does the companion command wheel feel in Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, maybe it's biased, maybe it's just because I'm very used to the companion wheels in these games. But it is... Oh, hello. Its absence is felt in Andromeda, to me. I also, if you're talking about, like, the alternative, like, the PC mouse and keyboard controls, where instead of a wheel, it's all, like, MMO style on a bar at the bottom, couldn't fuck with that. I need it this way. Friendly, Krogan?
Are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... Something makes me speak.
He's only a week old?
He must know something about all this if he survived this long.
Survive. Yes, I must survive, but not here. Not against these fleshy shapes. I must survive the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before leaving Glass Mother. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
I also believe, through voice alone, that Femshep would command respect and loyalty, and find it easier to get someone else into the no-pants stance. Well, she's got a sexy voice, so what can I say?
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes
Glass
anger.
Mother. Oof.
But
Yeah, the tank.
Laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know
The
what
vat.
that means, but I have heard it many times.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice.
The
It
voice.
taught things
The
I
Thum.
read, walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
It was taught enough to be tested, but for what?
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice, not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. It like that, but it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A lab with Krogan. Must be an attempt to cure the genophage.
Cure? Cure was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okir expect these Krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
I have no idea. It doesn't look like he's had much success with these Krogan.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
He was grown in a tank. It's probably crazy, like that merc said.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okir.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Oh, he's gonna open the way for us. And I remember. Mailship sounds like a friend of Joe Rogan to me. Nasally git. Like a specific friend or just sort of an archetype of someone who would be on his show?
Strong. We get it.
Shut up, Saeed.
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
Can you show us the way? Help us fight to the lab?
No.
No will to fight back?
I will fight if they come, but I feel it deep that I must wait. I kill, but only here. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called.
I have not been scripted to follow the player.
Don't like the look of that. Stay alert.
I wonder if I should call it there, because I do kind of need to go in the next 2 or 3 minutes, so I probably shall. Bit of a weird one tonight. Kind of like started halfway through a mission and ended halfway through a mission, but that's just how it be sometimes. In any case, if you really miss my voice, there's a whole 3-hour video up now for you to watch. Anyway, yeah, thanks as always for joining us. Next time we are gonna do, we'll probably just be hitting recruitment quests next stream. At least get 2 or 3 done, I would imagine. And then that'll be that. Cheered you up at least. Good to hear, HD. 3 hours 40. 3 hours 42, I believe. Oh, sorry, I've read that already. Cool. Alright, well, as always, thanks for watching. I will see you next Sunday for Bioshock. And then next Monday for more of this. So, ta-ta, farewell, and enjoy the rest of your week. Catch you later.